Hello again, it's Luke and welcome. Today we're going to talk about repricing. So as a beginner, you are probably not going to need any paid softwares for repricing, just to keep costs down. I mentioned that in the previous video about what softwares you would need. Go and check that out if you've not seen it. But we're going to talk about the Amazon repricer because they have a built-in repricer. It's not great, but it will do the job for now, because as a beginner, maybe you only got 10, 20, 30 listings. You kind of need to take it slow. There's no rush. So by using their automated repricer, yes, it's not going to give you the most sales and the most profit off the bat, like straight away, but it's going to be the cheapest way and it will still work. So what you want to do is you want to go to pricing, and you can see there's managed pricing and there's automated pricing. So we just cover managed pricing for the minute. So, you know, in a nutshell, yeah, you're not going to see all these listings because I will get them covered up, but this will populate all of your current products and then it will say the available stock. So obviously if you've got no stock left, that's fair enough, but if you've got stock, yeah, and you can see there's a price section here and there's a buy box price. So you says it's $4.34 and you can see this price is $4.69. So you're not in the buy box, you're above the buy box by a little bit of money. And it doesn't mean you're not going to get sales at that price, but it just means that the closer you are to the buy box, the more likely you are to get more sales. So let's say that the £4.34, you're already making, you know, let's say you're making £2. Well, by being a little bit above the buy box here, you probably lose, you know, and you've got enough stock, you know, so let's say you have 20 units, really you can bring it down to that $4.34 and still make £2. And it's like, in the beginning, you want to be getting money in and out ASAP, just to compound everything you can, because you need to be making at least a little bit of profit every month to cover your costs, your expenses, your softwares, and your boxes and stuff. And so yes, you can hold out, but it's more of a later strategy. You know, once you've got like 100 listings, 50 listings, there are listings that you can hold with a little bit more premium because you don't have a lot of stock and you're just looking to make a bit of profit. But, you know, day-to-day business, you need to be making some money rather than no money. So what we want to do here is you want to obviously bring that price in line with that. So now you could do $4.39, not the exact price, but closer. Really go onto the listing and double check that this buy box matches. Now, if you go onto the listing and it actually has a different buy box price, you can kind of play between them. So let's say on here it says $4.34 buy box. Let's say on the listing it says $4.59. That means it's showing you that yes, you're still higher than those two prices, but you could be between those prices. So you could put $4.39, $4.49. You could just bring it down a little bit and see, you know, do my sales pick up? If they really don't, I'd always suggest to put it pretty much on the buy box or just above, $4.35 maybe, but pretty much on it, because you will get more sales. And if your profit's already still good at that price, why hold out for more? And what you would go ahead and do is just click here and change the price. Now, obviously you would go and do it for every single product, and you would go and check. And the problem with that is it's quite time consuming, because you'd have to go into every single one and be like, okay, how much did I pay for that? What's the profit on that? And it's fine to do that, because obviously you're trying to not spend lots of money. On a repricer, it's all automated, and you can set loads of fancy like scenarios, and it will automatically move prices around. But it costs like £30, £35 a month. So yeah, it's not expensive, but it's also it is money. And so you could do it manually like this. So if you've only got 4, 5, 6 listings, it's not going to take you long to do this. Every half day, every day, just go and check. But what you can do is under pricing, go to automated pricing, and you can set rules up. So you can see here, I've set up these are very old rules. I don't use this anymore, but you can go ahead and go BuyBot. I just created a buy box on Amazon.co.uk. You can obviously select how many SKUs you want in it, and you can see here, match the featured offer when the offer is the same as the same fulfillment channel, meaning with both FBA, competitive buy box rule. My repricer reports after any updates elsewhere. Basically, what it means, if we go and actually look, you can go into edit rules and edit the rules basically. So you can go ahead here and look at edit, and this rule, this automated repricing strategy is match the buy box price. Only with the same fulfillment type, meaning FBA, and we just want to keep it simple. Yeah, I do not want to pause the repricer and all that kind of thing. It's just going to bring down your price, so where before I was showing you the price was higher, this would automatically, after a little bit of time, maybe 15 minutes, adjust your price down. Because if you know that you can actually take less money, well, you would set your minimum on this repricer to that price, and I'll show you in a sec what I mean by that. But you would set up the rule first, which would be this, and then you would go into the automated pricing, and then you would go into the one, and you go edit SKU, which is edit SKU means edit the list, the products that you've got, and you can see here, so minimum price and maximum price. So you would go here and set, let's say this is $5.49. You know that you can sell it at $4.99, no problem, plenty of profit. This is an example. This is not real life. And you want to put your maximum at like $5.99, like this. But the problem with the Amazon Repricer, it's not very good. It's not very fast, and it's not very good at pushing your prices up. On other repricers, it's very good at bringing your prices up over time. So throughout the day, you're not selling it at that constant price. It's going up and down, up and down. So you're getting a little bit more profit here, a little bit less there. And overall, it's averaging out nicely. That's what other repricers do, and it's a lot faster. With this, it is free, but you'll normally end up selling the product more often than not at this price over like a couple of weeks or a week or 2 weeks. So it's more likely to bring the prices down to that buy box. And you can go ahead here and take action and go ahead and select buy box, and then obviously save it, and then it's automatically doing it. It's going to be bringing it down. But the problem with this is that it does more than often than not bring it down to that price. So, and obviously you don't want to be selling it for less. So by doing it manually, you're probably going to preserve a little premium, a little extra profit. Not much, but it can add up over lots of sales by doing it manually, because this is just going to sort of try to push your price down. The reason it pushes the price down is because other people are also saying $4.99, so the system is competing each other. It's automatically competing each other, which is then bringing that price down over time. But if you've got a lot of products and you're not fast enough at going in, if you're leaving a product a day or two before you're repricing, well, you're not probably going to make any sales. If you're not making any sales, you don't make any profit. At least this way, you're making some profit on the products that you've got, but it's not as much. But the other scenario, by doing it manually, you're making no profit, if you kind of get where I'm going with this. So the more products that you have, the more likely you are to use this. But again, like I said, there are downfalls with this because it's not very complex. So, if you really want, you can go ahead and look at ProfitProtectorPro. I've got an affiliate link somewhere if you want to use it, or just go to ProfitProtectorPro on Google, or type it in on the bar at the top. And you can, it is like £30 a month, but you get a lot more for your money. And I've done tons of videos on my YouTube channel, so first you can go and watch those and check out what it even does and why I like it. But as a beginner, this is free. So I used to use this as a beginner. But then it'll get to a point where you can start making more profit by using a paid service. So, sorry. What I mean by that is that you're paying £35 a month, £30 a month. But what those pre-prices are doing is pushing your price up. So maybe tomorrow I'll be selling it at $5.89, and then tomorrow afternoon it will be $4.99. But that sale that you've made on using that pay repricer, you made an extra 80p. Well, if you can do that once a day for a month, yeah, you haven't got 35 quid, but that's just on one product. If you've got 10 products and you're making 80p there, 80p, it starts that extra profit adds up, which then pays for that subscription. And obviously the subscription cost doesn't go up as you add more products into your Amazon business. So if you've got 500 products, it's the same cost. And obviously if you're getting 80p a day off 500 products, then you're making profit, more profit than you would using a free service. By paying for a service, you're getting more profit overall. And that's where the longer term mindset should shift after you are happy with the cost of actually getting it. And then, as a newbie, I'd say just stick with the automated one and start there, and just keep it simple. Follow what I just said with the buy box rule, and if you really want, you can turn off some of your listings and manually do it if you really feel like you want to do that, and keep some of the products that are day-to-day products that aren't selling them crazy and are just going to get you some profit. But the ones that you want to maybe try to eke out a bit more profit in, then just go into the managed price and do it manually. So mix it up, or you can just go, if you haven't got much time to be doing your Amazon business and you need to sort of hands off as much as possible, then you can do it this way. So gonna leave it there, everyone. Any comments, let me know. You can obviously, any questions about this, you can always ask the Facebook group, Mr. FBA UK. Just search it in Facebook, or check out the YouTube channel on all the videos that I have there, covering pretty much everything anyway, which are all free. So if you want further information on anything, go to one of those places. So yeah, have a great day, everyone. See you on the next one.